Well, I do like all kids are artists. We all do. But I had the good fortune of having one of my aunts. She was the La Tia Fina, we used to call her, because she wanted to sculpture. She liked theater and art and ballet and music and whatever. And she was single. She took a look at all the nephews and nieces. For some reason, she had a good nose. And she said, you come with me. And she took me to the concert, art exhibition, theater, whatever. At first, I would fight, no, go. Because I would first stay in the street, hanging out with the guys and playing and fooling around. But after a while, I took a taste to it, and I would drag them to concerts and theater and exhibition. So she was guilty of initiating me into the world of art. Now, when I was a teenager and I told my mother, she also took me to take classes in the name of a teacher of drawing, and I would draw in school, the teacher's pet. I would go to the blackboard, green board now, and draw things, and nothing, but nothing serious. But then one day when I was in my teens, I said, I want to be an artist. And my mother looked at me and said, what? An artist? You're going to die of hunger. And I was a very fat. I loved to eat. And that made me shy away from art for at least 10 years. I said, no, I got to eat, I'm not going to go home. And it was quite the same thing, because then it was back in the early 50s. So it was true, and she was pretty right. She was trying to protect her son from going hungry. Unfortunately, I agreed, and then I went to, I wanted to get away from the island, I wanted to see the world. So I chose a career that was not art, but that was not taught in Puerto Rico. So I said, I want to be a diplomat. So I got a scholarship from the government to go study international relations in Georgetown University School of Foreign Service. And that's my only college education and degree is that, Bachelor of Science in Foreign Service. But the Jesuits are very good teachers, and they taught me about balance of power. They taught me about the realities of the world, and I learned from them that diplomacy is not the act of making peace, it's the act of getting advantage of the weak through peaceful means, and if you don't have success, then we go and kill them all. So I learned that, and I also learned from them that my country, Puerto Rico, was and still is a colony of the United States. So I put two and two together. I said, well, wait a minute. When I graduate, I'll be a diplomat. When I'll be a diplomat, I'll be an ambassador without a country to represent. Because my only alternative to get a job was the Department of State. And I was going to the diplomatic corps of the United States, which is the country that has my country under colonial rule. So I said, oh no. And then I found out in the process. See, Georgetown at that time was a very expensive school. Only rich people could go there. And I was the only poor bastard that was there. So my fellow students were all sons of ambassadors, presidents of the republic, CEOs of international companies, and they had a they had beautiful girls, gorgeous. Like I remember one of them was a Hollywood star that would come from Hollywood to Washington once a month to visit her boyfriend. And he paid me to paint. And then I started a small art market of painting portraits of beautiful girlfriends of my rich fellow students. I said, well, I'm not going hungry. I had a very meager scholarship. I would go to a Chinese restaurant every day and with 75 pennies, put it on the front, make a table and say, give me a fried rice, which is what it costs, 75 cents. With what my rich friends pay me to do the portraits of their beautiful girlfriend, I would even have steak and occasionally lobster. So I said, as a diplomat, I will be an ambassador within a country, and as an artist, I can paint beautiful girls, girlfriends, or wives of rich people. So that's the way.